Alrighty, here's your gloves, by the way.
And we're officially live.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we are here in front of the Washington Monument, the Capitol. We are in Washington, D.C. Now, I just want to say, one hell of an adventure getting here. There's a couple things I'd like to bring up since our movement has 4 main principles, and there's another one I'd like to add. But my God, during our walk here, it was fucking terrible. I've taken a drive across this entire country, okay? I have, right? I've moved from Arizona to North Carolina, from North Carolina to Indiana to Missouri, back to Indiana, okay? Basically how it's been. Did I mention from Indiana I moved to Arizona? That started my trek all the way around the fucking country. So, I'm a lifelong Indiana resident, alright? Pretty much, right? Where I've been most of my life. However, during my drive all around the country, I haven't seen as much homeless people as I have, walking from Jacksonville through Georgia. So either something real has happened and we need to get a fucking lock on it, or it's always been there, you're just going too fast to see it. My guess is it's a mixture of the two. Ladies and gentlemen, we have marched for America, and we are still going to march for America. We really do need these social welfare programs. Call them socialism, communism, whatever the fuck you want. It's fine because, well, old people have social security, but we're not going to get that because it's slated to run out in 2036. So why don't we reform it to help the generations after our greedy forefathers? We like to call the boomer generation. Yeah, they had everything handed out on a platter for them, and they took the dish and threw it across the room when they were finished. Now the plate, you don't even get the fucking plate. Another thing I'd like to bring up, okay? We can't have our piece of the pie if we're going to every single other country in the world talking about, oh, you know what? We don't like what you're fucking doing. Let's just go over there and fuck your shit up. We may be the world police, all right? We may be, but that doesn't mean we have to stick our nose in every fucking affair possible, okay? There could be bad shit happening. We have NATO. At least for now, we have all these fucking things we can do. We don't always have to go in and fix a fucking problem, right? But we do it. And it's costing a lot of Americans their lives, a lot of Americans their fucking tax dollars, and a lot of Americans wasted fucking potential. Like I said, Americans are losing their lives. We send people over to the Middle East over some bullshit nobody gives a fuck about. Except for old people who don't have any fucking forethought to understand bombing people you ideologically disagree with doesn't help them agree with you more. It makes them want to fucking kill you more. Third of all, okay, here's a tough one, all right? Antitrust enforcement. Why is it? Why the fuck is it 4 giant conglomerates own 95 to about 96 now? It's 96% now. You don't even have that 5% margin anymore. It's 96% of all the corporations in this entire fucking country. BlackRock, Blackstone, Vanguard, State Street. Why don't we fucking enforce antitrust to go after them? Because we're fucking being bought out by them. They're fucking selling us our futures that we are fucking owed. Another thing, right? I want to bring this up, okay? This March, it didn't go as planned, okay? There have been people we talked to who actually have made the trek farther from Florida all the way to, New York. That's way farther than Florida to, the Capitol. But it was a while ago. They were homeless, all right? They helped us out. We can't fucking do the things we want as Americans if we don't fucking help each other out. It's not possible to. So while everybody's sitting over here complaining, saying nothing ever happens, it'll never fucking work out, we're all screwed. Well, you're a part of the problem. If you're gonna complain, at least fucking do something to fix the problem. Then you can complain. But if you're gonna complain and do fucking nothing, shut the fuck up. You can be a doomer or you can be a bloomer. However, if you're a doomer that doesn't want to do shit and fix the fucking issues we have at hand, then shut the fuck up. We're hoping that people understand that change, it takes a lot of fucking time and effort. It takes a lot of standing up for what you fucking believe in. It takes a multitude of fucking time and effort. Like I've said, it doesn't happen overnight. You're not gonna see change overnight. Sometimes you will. Most of the time you won't. So if you're hoping for change overnight, you're fucking mistaken. It doesn't happen overnight. The boomers are not going to retire overnight. It'll take a while for them to. They have a grip over this whole fucking country. And you know what? If you don't want them to have a grip over this country, you vote at the state and local level. The federal level isn't going to do shit. The federal level only deals with economics, trade, and commerce with other countries. You want your fucking state to be fixed, the state you live in? You vote at the local elections, municipal elections like city and county. Then you go to the state, the governor, the state senate, the state congress. Then you do that. You want to change shit like that, you do it at the state level. You don't do it at the fucking federal level. Alright? Change can happen. You just have to be fucking smart about it. And, oh, he's cussing too much. I don't like it. Too fucking bad. You have to hear this. It don't matter what words I'm saying if I'm speaking the truth, alright? So, you want change? Be the fucking change, okay? I thought nothing would ever change. But I at least was hoping to at least inspire people to change. Here I am. It may be bright and sunny out, but it's cold as hell. I'm still out here because I need to be out here to fix shit. This is all broken. When you have a private entity like the Smithsonian working in conjunction with the United States federal government teaching you history, how do you know it's not history they want you to know and not the actual history? You want transparency? It starts with you voting for it. All right? Now, before I end this speech, I want to go ahead and say this, all right? You might notice two of our most prominent members are not here. Gabriel and Joel. Joel's
going to be
he
here
would be
soon.
here, but I mean he's trying to get food for us back at the hotel. He wants us to, have something to eat when we get back because, it's fucking cold out here, right? Kind of burn calories faster in the cold, so I've heard. Gabriel, well, he wanted us to say his speech. We don't have it written down. And also, just another thing I'd like to mention, we don't want to cut off the stream to write down on a piece of paper that we have to go over there to those assholes and ask for so we can write it down. Plus, he's not here. We've given him ample opportunity to take the Greyhound with us. He's not here. If he wanted to say it, he could have said it here. We respect his speech, but if he wants us to say it, he could have been here, okay? All right? That's how it is. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of my speech. It's time for Triton to do his speech. So, let me put on my jacket real quick. All right, just take a view of that real quick while I put on the jacket. Okay?
All right.
Say something you want to say.
Hold on, I'm going to wait till you're done. Hurry.
Okay, fuck it. I'll just fucking do this, all right?
All right.
All right, here you go.
Hello guys, my name is Lord Triton. We're out here in DC, and today would be basically our principles. Dan's already talked about the social welfare programs. I want to talk about these foreign wars because we've been starting all these wars for no reason. We're doing all these regime change for nothing, and I feel like it's bullshit and dumb. Like, we went in Venezuela and we captured the leader Nick Maduro without congressional approval or NATO approval. You broke international laws and our own country's laws by doing that. But that's the thing, Trump ain't getting punished for whatever reason, and I feel like he should get punished for that, because he broke the law. He did not ask Congress. Before you start a war, you have to ask Congress for approval. You can't just go and take a leader's country. You can't go and capture a leader from another country without approval from NATO. That's why NATO's mad at us, because we're doing stuff without their approval. We want to take over Greenland, but we're not asking NATO. In fact, Denmark, Germany, and all these NATO NATO nations are saying, hey, don't do it, U.S. You cannot take over Greenland. The Greenland people even said they don't need regime change over there. But Trump's wanting to take over Greenland just because China and Russia may take it over when they didn't even say they want to take it over. So come on, we're starting all these wars for no fucking reason instead of actually helping our own people out. Like Dan said, there's so many people that are homeless out here. There are way too many homeless people. There are homeless veterans. In fact, Gabriel, our friend, is one of these homeless veterans, and instead of helping them out, we're starting all these wars, all these regime change for no reason, and I think it's bullshit. And another note, too, all these politicians, and I'm going to name names because I don't give a fuck. Ted Cruz, Lindsey Graham, J.D. Vance, Donald Trump, if you take money from AIPAC or any of these foreign brides, then you need to be prosecuted. You need to be arrested because you cannot be taking money from AIPAC and using Israel talking points to fuck over American citizens. You cannot do that. You have to be America first. If you want to be a politician in our nation, you have to be America first. You have to care about us first, then our allies. I'm not saying, oh, don't care about Israel. We have to care about Israel second. We have to care about our allies second. We are first. America's first. We need to come first. We don't need to have Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Israel, these other nations that don't give a fuck about us come first. We need to come first. We need to make sure America's still Christian, and we need to make sure that we are America first. My name is Ethan Neff, and that's my message. Amen.
Alrighty, you heard it here first, folks. We'll get in the comments as soon as we get inside, because it is freezing like a motherfucker here. Out here.
By the way, if you have any questions about the speech, please feel free. Shut up. I don't care. Bro's foaming at the mouth elephant. No, that's just facts. We speak facts. These people need to be gone. These politicians that are taking bribes from AIPAC do not need to be in office anymore. And that's a fact. And that's what my speech was about. That's why I was passionate. Because these people, we need to be America first. We need to put our country first. Now, I know a lot of y'all actually support it. There's a lot of trolls here. And honestly, you guys are welcome to be here. Because at the end of the day, we're speaking facts. Y'all can disagree. That's perfectly fine. Y'all allowed to disagree with us. That's fine. You're allowed to think we're losers. That's fine. But that ain't going to stop us from speaking our mind. Okay? I'm glad we did the speech. I don't regret anything I said. I feel like I was well spoken. I know it's a little cold and my voice may sound a little funky because it's cold, but I still got my point across. Dan got his point across, and that's all that matters, is getting our points across. Thank you to everyone that's listening to us right now. We're going to show you guys DC now and still talk about our policies and what we want. And March for America. Marches for America for social welfare programs. For the homeless Americans that actually do want to work and get off their feet. No more of these foreign wars anymore.
People who are calling it socialism, you're fucking stupid. No offense, but you literally are.
And people like here don't need to be near. Why? Because I say the truth? Is that why Hero 5? Is that why we don't need to be near an office? Because we say the truth? We're not advocating for violence. In fact, why? You want us to...
want it because they think we're leftists. Here's the issue, buddy. We're not on the left or the right. You're both fucking retarded. You both should fucking go the fuck away. You have the Trump supporters who blindly suck Trump's cock like he was sucking off Bill Clinton. No matter fucking what, because he promised you shit 3,000 fucking years ago. Then you have people on the Democrat side sucking off fucking Joe Biden or whoever the fuck was they're fucking telling you to fucking listen to. You all are retarded. You don't vote based on policy, you vote based on party. And that's gonna be your fucking downfall. Y'all can suck my nuts. Because here's the thing. If you're voting based on party instead of policy, no wonder this country's in shambles. You aren't fucking using your fucking brain. You're just playing team sports. fuck you for that. The reason why we have all these problems, because none of y'all want to pick up the fucking book and read what the politicians are fucking saying they're gonna advocate for. You can see the Democrats would vote for somebody who says, "Oh, I'm a Democrat, but I'm gonna fucking start beating the shit out of people." And they'd be like, "Okay, it's a Democrat."
You guys,
they want communism and
hold
stuff.
on. You guys should make a news network. We already kind of have a news network, the Ravencast, and that's the thing. We'll be making websites and stuff, and I appreciate. That's the thing. There are people that listen to us. There are people that know we're saying the truth. And that's why people want to make us to make news networks. Because our future's true.
Yeah. I'm not afraid to say it. I have an issue with anybody who wants to start being stupid.
Yeah.
They want to be stupid and vote based on fucking party.
I'm going to show y'all DC too while we're out here.
How's it going? So, how much for a jumbo soft pretzel?
5.
5? Alright, how much for a cheeseburger then?
7.
Then you make that 6?
Okay.
Alright, yeah.
How many?
2. We'll pay. You want a cheeseburger too, man?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, we'll pay 12. 2 cheeseburgers.
We're also at a food truck getting food right now, but yeah, I feel like our speech really went well.
Yeah. See this for me?
Yeah, I catch over my 6.
Yeah. So yeah, we're hoping. Bro's foaming at the mouth. Hey man, it's fucking cold outside. Hey, it's fucking cold outside. Yeah, and also he's kind of tired of this bullshit. All right, tired of this bullshit. And we're tired of people who come in here and just act like everything's fucking normal. Act like, oh, the country's gonna be great because we have Trump in office. Oh, the country's gonna be great because we have Gavin Newsom in office. Yeah, it's not gonna fucking work out that way because you're not looking at every possible candidate's policies. You're not going to do that either. You want the shit to happen where you won't have shit because the fucking everybody's gonna be taking it from you and then you're gonna fucking complain. You're never going to actually care unless it affects you. Which is funny because even the trolls here, who we actually do welcome in here, by the way, because it does bring our viewership up. We really appreciate that. We really do. It's going to happen someday. There's going to be a point in time where you can't afford to live in your parents' fucking, apartment with them, bro, or their house, or their basement, or anywhere like that. And you won't care until you get kicked out. Then it'll affect you. Then you'll be over there crying about, oh, this is so unfair, bro. I'm an American citizen. I should be put above all these other people coming into this country and all that shit. And that's just the fundamentals of it. Me and my people here want to, what do you mean I won't debate anymore? You're right, I won't, because I don't give a fuck. I'm actually, you in DC, bro? You in DC? I'll fucking talk to you, bro. Where you at? Where you at in DC, bro? Where you at? Because I'm not afraid of conversation. You in DC, brother? You in DC? I mean, pretty sure I'd be hearing a bitch ass motherfucker talking to me, but I'm here, you're here. You're not DC. But no, anyway, we're here to hopefully try and get people to understand that it's not really a problem until it affects people, all right? Which is already affecting people, but nobody is actually agreeing with us because it's team sports and politics right now. Nobody's going to care until their team is not advocating for them, which is already kind of happening to the younger generations, right? It's kind of why I'm even out here, okay? The reason why I'm out here is because I voted for Trump in 2024, okay? I voted for him. I don't see any fucking improvement. I don't. Like, where the fuck is the improvement, man? Where the fuck is it? I heard that the economy is great, but meanwhile, gas is super fucking expensive. You can't get a pack of cigarettes at a fucking convenience store in fucking DC because they want to jack up the prices. The issue isn't, it isn't the fact that it's, people like to kind of say there's all types of reasons for this issue. Regulation, taxes, this, that, fucking whatever. Illegal aliens, AI. At the end of the day, it isn't any of those. It's because a giant group of 4 conglomerations are working, because they own 96% of corporations throughout the entire country here, they're working to jack up prices, short-term profits before they die. They're hoping to gather a shit ton of money before they die. For whatever reason, I don't fucking know. But it is what it is. And we can't fix that unless we go out there and tell them enough is a fucking enough. Can't fix that till we get our voices heard.
Dan, keep muted
What?
for a second.
What's up?
Mute it.
Hold on.
We'll have to be. Sorry about that. We're just trying to pay for our food right now, and that's the thing.
Right.
Hey, we have food back at the house. We at the hotel. Let's just go. Here. Sorry about that, sir.
Gimme.
Yeah, you can have it back.
Alright. So, also, we are unmuted now. We are back, and that's the thing. Lemus, we're allowed to. That's the thing. You say we don't want to debate. We literally will debate you or debate you over
I
the
don't
phone.
hear your bitch ass voice anywhere here in DC. You want to come up and talk? We're on fucking 14th and Constitution, motherfucker. Come on and talk.
Also, what's up, Christo? How you doing?
Come on and talk. We're ready to debate you, bro. We're ready, motherfucker. We're ready.
Muted? We're not muted, asshole. Anyways, but yeah. Anyways, we are back now. We're gonna probably head back to the. You want to head back to the hotel? You want to keep walking
let's
in
head back
DC?
to the hotel, bro.
All right, we'll
We
still
did what
keep.
we set out to do.
We'll still be live though. We'll probably be live for like a while, all day, because that's the thing. We did our speech. We did it at the beginning of the street too, so people.
We did what we set out to do.
We set out to
Or
do.
most of these fucking retards online. The nothing ever happens crowd is fucking pumping, molding, and seething, I guess.
Well, no, there's some people that agree with us in here. It's just there's a few. You gotta.
It's a lot of trolls. I know who the trolls are, by the way. I do know exactly who the fuck they
But
are.
that's the thing. Don't let them get to you, because at the end of the day, they agree. They know. That's the thing. They wouldn't be here if they didn't agree with us. They wouldn't be
No,
here.
they're here, and I like that they're here because it's giving us a lot of traction, bro. It's
Who
perfect.
listen? The people in chat and the 11 people that we're watching right now. People that are watching.
It's
People that
going
are
through your ears, isn't it? Y'all are listening, right? Y'all
It's
are
just right.
listening,
It's just
right?
these trolls trying to, take away. But that's the thing.
No,
People
it's-
have listened.
It's cool.
In fact, my family's listening right now too, and they agree with everything I'm saying. People do agree, because I've been talking to people behind the scenes. People agree. People are tired of politicians coming in, taking bribes and stuff, and not putting
Leaving
America
nothing
first.
to the American people.
Exactly. People want, man. I'm just gonna ignore this guy. In fact, I'm gonna ban this
Hold on,
guy.
let me.
No, I'm banning him.
Let me see, bro.
I'm
let me
banning
see.
him. I'm
Let
just
me-
ban- I'm
Hold on,
banning
let me
him.
see.
Put
Let
him-
me see. Let me see first. I want to see. Let's see. Hold on. They walk past you. and
He's talking
go
about
to-
people. Now, just ban the guy.
Yeah. Hey, man.
Don't give him attention.
Triton wants to ban you, but I know who you are. I'm gonna let you stay. Triton, just fucking
Who
ignore
is
him.
it?
I know who. I'll tell you when we get back. I know exactly who it is. They walk past me. I mean, it's kind of hard
If it's
to
someone,
walk past and
hold
not
on.
hear me. I'm
Is
pretty
it-
fucking loud.
Is it someone from commentary?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, I'm banning them.
Don't ban
I
him,
have
bro.
to. Bye.
You're
Is it someone that don't like me?
Dude, it's somebody who fucking doesn't like you or me, bro. I say we keep him because it's funny.
Fine, we'll keep
I say
him.
we keep him. It's funny. It's fucking funny, bro. I know exactly who the fuck it is. That's the funniest part about it, bro.
They walked, but that's the thing. People have listened. In fact, people were listening in the stream. The VOD's gonna be up. We did our speech. We did what we said we were gonna do, is speak our mind for the camera, for us, and for people to listen.
Yeah.
And we are also gonna be stopping by Thomas Massey's office as well. Like, we're up here to do a lot. In fact, we've been doing a lot for this movement. This movement's been growing. A lot of people actually, like this thing, people are waking up. I feel like you guys, see, now he's just spamming fucking hive emojis. Anyways,
That's good. We love being a part of the hive mind, bro. We love.
Robin, I know it's you. I'm banning you. Bye, Robin. You have to go. Bye. Well, alright. Troll's been banned.
Dude, that's what they want. They want you to.
I don't
ban them,
care.
that's why.
I don't care. They can stay banned. They can make another account and give me more engagement. Only banned him because I know he. For one, you're in the UK, bro. Why the fuck are we gonna listen to a foreigner? You're not even in our country.
Yeah.
What the hell? Like we're literally preaching about America first, but yet these foreigners are coming in and trying to troll. That's also why I wanted to ban them, because why are we gonna listen to a foreigner? Like if you are an American and you disagree with us, you get to stay. But if you're not even in America, then why are we gonna listen to you? They'll be back tomorrow. Yeah, exactly. They'll be back tomorrow on a new account, giving me more engagement and more freedom. So yeah, you are right, sir. Like they will be back. They will be back on a new account. That's also, you know what? We should just keep banning them. You know why? Because they're gonna keep making new account after new account, giving us more engagement.
More traction, more engagement, more views.
More views. We're milking the views. Milking the views.
And plus, even if we're saying it out loud, they probably won't be able to help themselves to fucking do it. That's the best part about it.
In fact, we should also put the stream on subscriber only mode to make them subscribe.
No, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
Fuck it. That actually causes less engagement to happen
Yeah.
if you don't have a big audience or fan base.
That's actually true. Whatever. But yeah, that's the thing. Even though I know the foreigners still watching, so here's our national capital, guys. This is
This is our
DC.
American History Museum to the right. We're in the Capitol here. You know, it's a nice place.
It really is a nice place out here in DC right now.
Yeah, real nice, bro.
It's freezing, but we're out here for a mission. We're out here to actually speak our mind and speak, you know, and actually make sure that we call out these corrupt politicians. Because that's the thing, there's a lot of corruption in America going on right now. There's a lot of people like Ted Cruz, Lindsey Graham, and all these people taking money from foreign nations and foreign bribes. And I know some people be like, oh, why were you screaming? It's because I'm passionate. It's not anger,
Oh
it's
yeah,
passionism.
people get mad when you're fucking screaming. So fucking what?
Like, that's the thing.
who
It's not
cares?
because what's
I'm not
going on.
actually
We did our,
screaming.
which you probably missed it since you're asking what's going on. So I'll tell you. We did our speech earlier, in front of the National Mall. Basically, you know, explaining our issues of why we're marching for America and what needs to be done. And our issues are to establish social welfare programs for American veterans and civilians that actually do want to work and get a job and get off their feet. And not only that, end foreign wars that have nothing to do with national security, and prosecute people like Ted Cruz, Lindsey Graham, JD Vance, Trump, and other people that are taking money from AIPAC and taking money from foreign bribes that have nothing to do with America and that are not helping the American people. And that's what our speech was about. The VOD will be public, and I'll give timestamps, and I'll clip the speech out so y'all can see what the speech was for those that missed it. But it was a great speech. What's up, Brian? What's up, Fanny of Scumma? Hopefully you're doing well.
Right, now we can go. But yeah, no, we love any type of engagement we can get, okay? It's great.
Positive and negative.
Yeah, it gives us views no matter what.
In fact, I know this stream's gonna have good
Oh, fuck
views
yeah, it will.
because we did our speech, and not only that, but the numbers really came up when you were doing your speech. Like, it was at like 11, 12 peak.
Yeah.
And I'm sure when I was doing my speech, it was the same amount. Oh, I heard someone came. Yeah, it's just trolls.
It was a troll. We love the guy. Actually, I love him. I love that troll. That's my
I
favorite
don't. I
troll.
really don't because
It's
he.
my favorite troll.
I really don't. I don't like him because he lies too much, and that's why it's like, I'm not
But
gonna
the
do
lying
it.
is the best part, right? The lying is the best part.
Yeah,
That's
but
why
this
he's
is
my
about-
favorite troll.
Yeah, but this is about truth, and we are doing a serious American movement also.
We are passing, I believe, the Department of Commerce or Chamber of Commerce, whatever the fuck this place is called.
But it ain't anything serious though. It's just someone
No,
trolling.
it's not.
Like I
Yeah,
don't
just
take
a
the
troll.
trolling personally because at the end of the day,
Yeah.
trolls they're gonna come in, and that's the thing. That's why you call them trolls because we know they're not serious about the legitimate opinions. In fact,
We call them trolls because they live in the basement. It's like they're living under a bridge, bro.
yeah, I mean that's basically what they're doing is living
Oh,
under a
guys,
bridge.
guys, hey, this is funny. We're passing the J. Edgar Hoover FBI building. I think that's what this is. Not this one, but the one up the street. The one up the street. You guys think I could get a job with the FBI? Think I could do that? Probably not, but I mean, it'd be worth it, wouldn't it? Nice federal paycheck and pension, that sort of thing, right?
For those
Maybe I
that
can do Cash Pell's job for him. and
make sure you guys
actually
hit the
do
like
something.
button. Also, for those that are just now coming in, we did our speech already. It'll be in the VOD, so y'all can watch the speech, and I feel like y'all should.
Yeah, I think I can do Cash
So why would
Pell's
you
job
do?
for him.
So why did you do this march? We did this march to speak our mind, to get life experience.
See, this is also another thing. Why did you do this march? Some people might ask it as a genuine question, so we'll answer both as, the genuine question that they might have. There will be others who, see it to be like, oh, you expect something to change? You're fucking stupid. Why did you do the march? So we also are going to answer it in that way. So, for the first time, we're going to answer this question. We're going to treat it like it was a genuine question. We did this march because we really felt like we had to kind of step up. Even if it was or not.
Such strong,
Run, bro, run.
such strong patriots. Yes, exactly. And not only that, but we're passionate about this stuff.
We did this march because, here's the thing. Tensions are ramping up high. After that ICE shooting, there's a lot of tensions going up, man. And we've been trying to tell the government, even if it's justified or not, you're not going to be able to fucking have people calm down if you keep on fucking doing shit that most people don't fucking like. People can't afford to buy houses. That's going to cause people to get more upset and angry and irritated. And they're going to focus on every little fucking thing they can to try and get you fucking out.
Illegal immigrants out. Yeah, legal immigrants
Yeah.
do need to get out. We agree with that.
Yeah, fuck them. They're
Make
taking our fucking. Get 'em out
Make
of here.
Dan's voice be heard. Yes, sir. It's been heard.
Get those illegal aliens out of here. Here's the thing. I don't care if it's a good or a bad thing to do. They're not here legally. They're taking jobs that are not outsourced to AI. Here's the worst thing. We have illegal immigrants taking our jobs, the physical carpentry work, missing out the career carpenters and all that shit because they come here and take less money if they get that job. Then you have AI. Experienced programmers are not going to fucking get the job like graphic design if an AI can achieve something similar for no fucking money at all. So I think we need to get the illegal aliens out of here and we need to get the AI the fuck out of here too. Fuck artificial intelligence. No corporation should be using it for profit. If a corporation uses artificial intelligence for profit, that shit's gotta go. Fuck that, right? So fuck both of those. But anyway, what I wanted to say, another thing, right? We're doing this march because the government's probably going to say, oh, we didn't know it was this bad. They always do this. There's always a problem. They undermine the problem. They act like, well, we didn't know the problem was this fucking bad. People would have been marching if it was that bad. Well, they don't have an excuse to say oh, we didn't know that bad, people would have said something. We fucking said something. So if the government wants to act a fool and say, we didn't know it was that bad, yeah, the fuck you did. We were on the national news, News 4 Jax. We were on the fucking news telling you how bad it was. You don't listen and people start an insurrection again, that's your fucking fault, bro. That's your fault. Not mine, because I'm not the one who didn't listen to the people I'm elected to represent. That's your fault, government.
Today, actually, we have a place to stay where we can shower and stuff. So yeah,
Yeah.
we showered today.
Now, let me answer the question like it was an asshole who was being sarcastic. Like, oh, why did you march there, bro? Are you fucking stupid? Well, everybody's fucking stupid, right? The people who march in the cold, risking frostbite, they're really fucking stupid. But you know who's dumber than them? The people who make fun of people who actually do shit, alright? People who are gonna be unserious and mock people like, oh, you marched for that? Yeah, I did, dude. What did you march for?
Exactly.
What did you do, motherfucker? You're calling me out for doing something I believe in, but you're not doing shit you believe in? You're fucking retarded. You're not just stupid. You're retarded. You're fucking dumb.
It does affect me though. Well, then if that's the thing, if it
That's
does
the thing,
affect
it
you,
won't affect you, and until it does, you won't give a shit, but eventually it will affect you. This cycle happens even if you're not in America. Shit like this will affect you sooner or later. Because if it's happening in America, where the most dominant currency throughout the entire fucking world is, every country recognizes the US dollar. If it's happening here, it'll fucking happen where you are at.
Trump's.
Then you'll fucking care.
Hold on, I love this comment. Trumpstein FAFO, 100%.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. See, there are people coming in actually listening to us. I know there's a lot of trolls flooding in, but there are people.
Well, that's what happens in politics. Here's the thing. Unlike Charlie Kirk or all these other fucking people who are political establishment hacks, rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. He was starting to see the light before they fucking killed him. I will actually engage with the trolls. Because guess what? Your representatives, they have no fucking right. They have no right to kick somebody out.
we like
No.
women.
Your representatives have no right to kick you out, whether you cuss them out, troll them, say dumb shit, or schizophrenic shit. They're your elected representatives. You fucking elected them. They should have to talk to you no matter fucking what. Don't matter if you're talking about fucking stars falling from the sky, harvesting aliens from it. Don't matter.
Nah, three of
They
us.
should have to fucking talk to you about it.
Joel's just getting food for us right now,
Yeah.
but there's still three of us. Gabe, unfortunately, broke his ankle, and he's currently in Georgia right now. Or otherwise, he would be with us right now.
We tried to get him a Greyhound, but he didn't want it. So that's that. Anyway, here's the thing. People might not agree with me here because they want to kind of keep up the status quo, the professionalism. I'm not fucking professional. I don't give a fuck. As Americans, and especially if you're elected to office, you got to talk to everybody, even the trolls. Because the trolls, they will actually give you pretty decent insight into what you're missing out on. I'm not even joking. They will troll you, say Trump 2028. And why are they saying Trump 2028 actually? Why are the trolls saying Trump 2028? Well, because they probably agree with some policies Trump has put into place, or you're obviously showing that Trump bothers you. The trolls can only troll you with shit you care about and don't like, right?
Oh yeah,
Hold on, let me get this. The C cord, right?
no, the apple.
Yeah, the Apple cord. Give me 1 minute. Hold on.
Curious, what's your opinion on anarchy?
Well, if the American people want anarchy, 90% of them, or even just the majority, then as elected representatives, it is our fucking job to give that to them. However, the issue arises that the federal government doesn't decide that because that is up to the states as well to decide certain things. The federal government is kind of weird in that it's supposed to deal with the diplomatic aspect of these United States. The government, the federal government, is supposed to deal with the world. The states, like the state governments, hence the United States, or back when the United States used to be working together for a better purpose, these United States, they're the ones that you're going to have to go to tell them what you want. And people are looking at me like I'm crazy, but nobody's picked up the fucking history book. It was actually supposed to be the states making the decision, not the government. The government was supposed to deal with decisions not in America. They were supposed to deal with foreign diplomacy, foreign trade. And now you have motherfuckers looking at me like I'm crazy because they haven't picked up a history book in 50 fucking years. Okay, that's your issue. I know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about.
Christ is King, amen. That is penned because we believe that Christ is King. Christ has helped us throughout this entire protest, throughout a lot of our rocky roads that we've hit, and that's why we'll be forever grateful for Christ.
Exactly.
The federal government is to make sure states are holding true to the Constitution.
Yeah, that's one of their things, but they're not supposed to tell the states what rules they can and cannot fucking abide by unless it breaks the Constitution, right? But the Constitution is literally for the states and the federal government. So the federal government's task, back when it was fucking established, which is what Thomas Jefferson said, and George Washington, my mistake, misspeak there. When George Washington was establishing that, he understood that, guess what? Government is a necessary fucking evil, okay?
Wrong.
Necessary
We're not
evil.
leftists. Wrong.
We're not leftists. If we were leftists, we'd want more government to save us. I actually think we should have less government because with more government, you have this bullshit here where the corporations can bribe it and tell it, we want this, this, and this. We don't want our competitors. And then the government will do it because there's so much of it, you have to listen to it. I don't fucking like that. So yeah, no, the federal government was supposed to help the United States, i.e. states, deal internationally with trade and diplomacy, right? That's how it was supposed to be when it was first created, because government is a necessary evil that you have to take into account. If you don't have a government,
So
you're not
what are you
legit.
against here? I can answer this. We are against foreign wars. We're against politicians taking foreign bribes from AIPAC to
And any other super PACs.
and any other super PACs.
We don't like bribes in general. We don't care if General Electric gave you a fucking $250,000 to make life better for the American person. If it's a bribe, fuck you. Get it out of here.
You shouldn't take a bribe to make the lives of Americans better. You should want to make the lives of Americans better because you want to.
Yeah.
To be a true leader, you have to be an actual leader. You have to actually care about the American people. You can't just care about us because you're taking bribes, and once the bribes are done, you just
You're not
don't
gonna
care
fucking
anymore.
care. Exactly, yeah. We also want to. Did we mention the foreign wars and shit? Did we mention that we need more social welfare programs for the homeless and unemployed? The ones that are willing to work. If you don't want to work, that shit gets cut off the second you don't want to fucking work.
So what does this have to do? So Patrick is asking, what does this have to do with the states?
Because it's not up to the federal government for this shit. You do know the states and the federal government, they work together, yeah. But the states have more rights to create laws in their areas than the federal government does. You'd know that if you were listening to approval to go to war with a foreign country. Where do all those congressmen come from? They come from their states. You have to talk to the state Congress and the Congress in general if you want to do something internationally, right? It's like there's no national. Here's the thing.
Hold on. This person actually says a take that you may agree with. Greater than the people, then state, then Fed government.
That is, yep. Stay here. Yeah, that's just how it works. God is supposed. Here's the thing. God is the top chain of command here. We have in God we trust on our currency, right? Well, yeah, no. So here's the thing. In God we trust is on our money, and we have our presidents and influential figures. Keep in mind, we have influential figures on the dollar bills and our currency. We don't just have the presidents, right? That means basically, on every dollar you see in God we trust and all that shit. But not every dollar has a president on there. It has all of them have influential figures, and not all of them have presidents, right? That means God is most important in this country, even in monetary value, right? So when you put it this way, all those influential figures were born here in the United States, right? Here in the United States. So, well, for the most part, right? They founded this or they were born here. But I digress. It means that, I guess what I'm trying to say is, the federal government is made up of individual Americans from all over America.
No,
right?
Gabe, we're in DC. We're not in England. I know it looks like England, but no, we're in DC.
Yeah. Look, actually it does fucking look like England. That's why it's fucking crazy. But anyway, no, the the foundation of the federal government was literally supposed to be it helping the states with foreign and diplomatic and trade relations, right? Because the states are basically working together, stay together with the federal government. It's hard for me to explain because, well, I'm not really a civics major, but I understand it. I just can't put the words into it. The states.
Hey, is this the right street?
Whoa.
We're on 9th.
Let's see.
We're supposed to go until 11th.
Yeah, let's go back. Well, we get more content that way, right? Yeah, no. So, the states are basically.
If you guys are DC residents, how do you feel about DC statehood?
We don't like it. DC doesn't need statehood. DC shouldn't have statehood. You want to know why? Because the reason why DC isn't a state is because all the federal government is centralized here. If DC became a state, then the federal government would have its foundation in a fucking state, therefore messing with the four fundamental principles of the United States. The states have the power. The government is the one that has to help the states deal with trade and foreign relations. When the government in DC makes the District of Columbia a state, no longer works that way. Now you have power consolidated and you have one of the most powerful fucking states. Not supposed to be like that. We're not DC residents, but even we know that's the way it is the way it should be.
Gabriel says they should have statehood since residents pay taxes but don't have representation.
Well, you know what? I say get rid of the taxes, but do not make it a state. That would be a massive disastrous event for the United States. If the federal government resides in a state, that breaks up the reason why DC was even made in the first place. They shouldn't have to pay taxes here. I agree with that. If they're not going to get statehood, they shouldn't have to pay these barbaric fucking taxes.
You should message me. I'll give you both a copy of the Declaration of Independence and the United States of America Constitution. And this person's not a troll. Like, this person's actually been giving us advice and stuff.
Let's message them. I'd like it. I'd like to have
Christina, if you have Discord, please add Triton8C12 and I can message you there. If not, just message me on Twitter or something.
Yeah.
But we would love to hear you out. Apparently, this person said they studied congressional laws for 3 years.
I want to talk to them. I really do.
They even said earlier that we do have bright minds and we're on the right track, but we have a lot more books to read.
Of course, the knowledge is never ending. You have to learn. As you live in life, you keep on learning, right? So, I mean, I'd love to learn more. I really
Christina,
would.
there's no educating this man. He knows everything already. And I appreciate, and that's the thing. We know what we know, but like we're not the we're not the biggest geniuses in the world. We're just
not
like
the brightest
everyone.
There are bulbs in the box that are a little bit brighter than us. Of course, they've gotten. They of course have gotten more educated on the topics than we have. Like everybody should know. Everybody should know this. Studying does help. All right. Learning more information does absolutely help. I do want to learn as much as I can. That way, if I do actually go into political office, I have a good start, man, and I can help people the way they want.
Yeah, that's
man.
our street right there, 11th Street.
Yep. What block are 5800 blocks? We make a right, keep going. But yeah, no,
Oh no, we go that way because I know because the CVS is right there. I was there for a phone charger last
Oh,
night.
nice, all right.
We go right.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, make it right.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, no, everybody needs to understand. You can be very knowledgeable on a topic, but don't stop.
I love
learning.
how the march became a vlog. Well, we did our speech already. Now we're just vlogging DC.
Yeah.
Well, you already
Yeah.
did. Oh, which Gabe, if you missed the speech, it was at the beginning of the stream. But we did the speech at the beginning of the stream, and now we're just
Lame
marching. The March is for America, for social welfare programs, everybody.
Yeah.
And foreign wars. Here, I'm
And
gonna
the
put
foreign wars. Why do we keep sending our fucking children to war, and then once they're all dead, we forget about them? What is that shit? What, you gonna tell 18-year-olds to fight for war, but they can't smoke a cigarette or drink a fucking beer? Fuck that. I'll tell you, you want to send my 18-year-old to war. If I ever have a fucking kid, it better be a just war. Not this Vietnam shit, not this Middle East shit. Better be a just one. The world better be in fucking danger before I send my kids to
Honestly,
fucking
I
war.
like listening to you guys say we don't know everything. Live your whole life that. That's the thing. That's why we live life, is to experience and know more things.
Yeah.
That's why we also are out here in DC, so we can march and experience it for ourselves.
Yeah.
Because we're not the smartest people. Like, that's the thing. We know
don't
where
have to
we
be.
hold on, I want to say this. We do research on stuff and we know like the issues we talk about, but we're not Einstein, we're not Steven Hilberg, we're not the smartest people in the world. We're still 20-year-old young men learning the world, seeing the world. I've never been to DC before.
Neither have I.
In fact, this is the first time us
This is a
doing
very
march.
different experience. It's different than any other place I've ever been in.
But this is why we also wanted to stream this experience, to show you guys what we are actually learning, what we're actually doing, how we're doing this march, how we're going through about everything. And honestly, this is the best thing I've ever done because it's made me into a young man I am. It's going to make me into a better young man. And it's going
Yeah.
to make me more smarter to doing stuff like this.
Yeah.
And we got more protests planning on in 2026. We're going to keep doing more stuff like this. And we're going to keep getting better at it because this is the first time me, Dan, and Gabe, which Gabe's not here now, but he's in chat, which we still appreciate your support, even though you're not here. But that's the thing. It's like, this is our first time doing something like this. And we want to get better at it and keep on doing stuff like this. And keep also, letting you guys know the truth of what's going on in politics. And let you guys know what's actually true. It's because that's the thing. The media likes to spread propaganda about shit.
The media likes to divide people. Well, guess what? A lot of people nowadays, we're not fucking divided.
Go
We're
to the
on the same
airspace.
page.
Go to the airspace and museum. We probably stop by there.
I really do want to go there. That's actually one of my favorite places to.
You know what? I'm
look
gonna
at.
go charge my
I
phone.
like air and space
We'll go
too.
stop at the hotel a little bit, but I'm not gonna end the stream. We just probably gotta. And then we'll probably go ahead and head there because this is gonna be a long stream, folks.
Yeah.
And in fact, if we have to end stream for a little bit, we'll come back on like we always do. But yeah, the content is gonna be a big one today. We're gonna probably do multiple streams today. Hopefully, just a big long stream. But if we have to end it when we get here, it just depends. But
We'll start it back up when we have the time. If we do end it, if we do have to end it, yeah.
and we're also here in DC till at least Sunday. If not, hopefully maybe stay for a year if we find work. But if we can't find work, we'll be here
We'll
till
have to go
Sunday.
back to Jacksonville, yeah.
But
Because, my skill set, all right, and everybody knows this because I never fucking shut up about it, but everybody knows my skill set is in security. I'm really good at security. It's something I'm really good at. even though I do have some issues, nobody can ever say something bad has happened while I work the security shift. However, I don't know, but I'm guessing there are a lot of security jobs here in DC. I'm hoping to get a security job, and if I do, I'll probably stay, and I'll probably help Triton and Joel stay here as well. But if I don't, we're probably gonna have to head back to Jacksonville,
Yeah.
which will suck because as much as I want to start change, I want to start it now. If I can, that's perfect. I'd love to do that. But if I have to go back to Jacksonville, build up a foundation, it's gonna suck. I don't want to do that, but I'm gonna have to do it. It's something we're gonna have to do.
It's called making a sacrifice, ladies and
Of
gentlemen.
course. As much as I don't like being reset down to level 1, I might just have to do it.
That's called
Fine.
life. Life is a roller coaster. Sometimes we have
coaster,
to go back to where we started in order to
Exactly.
be better.
Yep.
All right, let's take. Oh,
Yes,
no.
cross.
Yeah, we're good now.
There's cops here. I wonder what happened.
It's so fucking cold.
I mean, yeah, it's a little bit colder than I thought it would be. It's like I'm back in fucking Indiana, bro.
It's like I'm back in the mountains again.
It's like I left Indiana to go to Jacksonville so it'd be warm. Now I'm here in DC and it's fucking just as cold. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Excuse
well,
my language, but like, why is it so fucking cold? But yeah, we can't stay here. We'll definitely try to get some streams out before we leave. But if we can stay here, we find a way to stay here. Perfect. Yeah, that'd be perfect. Yep.
Oh.
So first off, I'm gonna try to do, right, is because you're obviously not gonna be able to afford a, you're not gonna be able to afford an apartment here or anything here when you first start off. If I want to get a job, I'm gonna try and get a PO box. Go to the post office, see if I can buy a little PO box. That'll work, won't it?
Yeah. This is that brown building over there.
Huh?
The brown building over there. Oh, no.
No, it's further up. It's further down, bro.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I
I
realize
think
that.
it's on the street.
But yeah. Now we're out here in the cold. We did our speech. By the way, just a reminder for those that are just, because I see numbers going up and down. For those that are just tuning in, we did our speech at the beginning, and once the VOD is up, I'll y'all just go to the beginning of the stream and watch the speech, because the speech is really important. I feel like both me and Dan were very well spoken and straight on to the point.
Yeah. I may have rambled a little bit, but I do believe in my rambling. I said everything that needed to be said, and
I know and I'm not gonna lie. Yes, I did scream a little bit, but it's not because I was angry. It's because I was
And
passionate.
even if you were angry, who fucking cares? It's a speech.
In
You
fact,
have a right to be angry, bro. You have a right to be angry.
what's up, Lord T? What's up, Diego? How's it going? Long time friend. I know we've had, a little bit of ups and downs, but what's up, man? We did a speech at the beginning of the stream, and hopefully you watch it, because that's the thing. It's a really good speech. I mainly talked. Dan talked about the social welfare programs. I talked about Ford War and the politicians like Ted Cruz, Lindsey Graham, and all these other politicians taking bribes from foreign entities.
Yeah, it's not cool, bro.
It's not cool at all.
I don't fucking like it. We're going to war, and we're sending our children there who just turned into adults. We're sending them to war, and we aren't fucking doing anything to ensure when they get back, they're taken care of, or when they die, it wasn't fucking for no reason. Alright, we're here. I don't have the paper on, so you're gonna have to
Hold on, guys, the screen's gonna be black for a second, so please be patient. I'm gonna have to do this thing real quick. Once we get inside of the bedroom, we'll come back.
I don't think you can actually record in here, I don't know.
Alright. We are back. It's more warmer up here because of the little heat thing, but we are back. We're at the, which I'm not going to tell you what hotel, but we're back at the hotel right now. I'm a little out of breath, but yeah, our speech went really well. I felt like I was really well spoken because I was on to the point. Dan did a really good job as well. And yeah, now it's just, vlogging and Q&A. How's everyone doing? Do you have any questions about the speech or policies or anything, or any criticisms or anything like that? We are here. But yeah. Out here just chilling right now. In fact, like right here. Into the sun, because when you're in the sun, it's not as cold at all. How many people did you speak to? We didn't really we just recorded a speech out in front of the National Mall, and we spoke to News4Jax, but we didn't really speak to much people yet. But we plan on going by Thomas Massie's office either today before 5 or probably tomorrow. But we plan on, going by politicians' offices and stuff. Today was mainly just doing the speech in front of the National Mall for mainly the viewers to see, so y'all can see what we're up here for and all that, But yeah, we came up here. Today was the speech, and yeah, and we did our speech and stuff like that. And now we're gonna go and basically tell that same speech to the politicians, which we're just gonna try to speak to Trump himself, but fortunately, Trump's not even in DC right now, or otherwise we would be trying to speak to him ourselves and tell him the speech directly to his face, but fortunately he's, not. But tomorrow we plan on going to Thomas Massie's office here, or probably later today. We're gonna ask Dan and see. Yeah. But we've just came today was just mainly, the stream was mainly just to tell the speech to you guys, to people listening. And a lot of people listen. We had 20 people listening to the speech live when we did the speech, so that was good enough for us. And I feel like, our points were really, because that's the thing, we're tired of foreign wars. We're tired of these politicians that take bribes. Because that's the thing, if you're a politician, you need to put America first. You need to put us, the people, first. You need to help American veterans and homeless Americans that actually want to work. You need to actually care for the people instead of just sending money to Israel for wars that have nothing to do with us. Instead of just, benefiting other foreign nations that have nothing to do with us, the America. Because we're in America right now, right? Our country is America. So we need to benefit America. You need to benefit us. You can't just benefit these other foreign nations first. We got to benefit us first, then our allies. That's the thing. It's good to have allies and it's good to help our allies, but if we can't even help ourselves or our own economy, then we can't be doing regime change in Venezuela, Greenland, Iran. Our own economies fucked up. We have our own debts. Why are we going to create more debts by doing all these regime changes in all these other countries? It's just stupid. It's just dumb. And I feel like, we need to actually do something about this. And that's the thing. And I know some of these politicians will probably not listen to us, but we're up here, to go explore DC and actually talk to some of these politicians. And I know Thomas Massie will listen to us. Thomas Massie has actually liked a few of my tweets before because, me and him align on mainly our America First policies. I like Thomas Massie personally because he's America First. He has America First policies, and he actually cares about, transparency and prosecuting the people that take bribes, and also prosecuting the ones on Epstein's Island that betrayed our country and basically, going up for pedals and stuff. And that's why I really like Thomas Massie, because he doesn't back down. Even when both Democrats and Republicans are going after him, he still stays consistent to his principles, and he puts his principles above, other relationships. Because that's the thing. Thomas Massie is a man of actually getting stuff done, and I'm hoping to speak with him, and hopefully we can help him and other politicians that actually want to get stuff done, and hopefully that's the thing. I hope Trump himself can listen to us too, which I know he probably won't, but that's the thing. We're still trying at the end of the day, because at the end of the day, it's best to always try. Like my mother always told me growing up, you won't know unless you try. And the fact that we're trying, and we're here in DC now, and we did the speech in front of the National Mall for you guys to see, I feel so accomplished right now. I feel so great right now. I feel like I did something good. I don't know if Dan's coming out here or not, but even then, it's like I feel accomplished. And I feel like Dan also feels accomplished too, because we actually did the speech. We actually did what we set out to do. And yeah, hold on a second. I'm gonna take you guys with me, but I'm gonna see. If Dan's coming out here. He's probably making food inside, but we'll see. Oh yeah, he's inside. You've definitely come a long way. I was very surprised when I first heard about your goal. Yeah, because that's the thing. I'll be honest. When I was younger, I didn't really care about politics like this. But then actually reading into politics and reading into the stuff, and because that's the thing. When I first came into politics, I was a Trump dick rider, just like a lot of these trolls that came in, right? I was like, MAGA's gonna save the country, MAGA this. But then when I actually did my own research and got into more politics, I realized it's not black and white. It's not left and right. Like, you have to have your principles based on what you actually believe in and what's the right thing. It's not even about what you believe in. It's what's the right thing to do, right? And the right thing for me, I feel like, is to, help the homeless Americans that are actually want to work, that are not on drugs, that actually do want to change their life. Help them out, help them not be homeless, and get funding for them so they can go build up the life and start a brand new life. And end all these stupid foreign wars that are going on right now, because we're starting all these. We're basically in a 6-7 front. We're basically in a 7 war front right now with all these different countries, and I feel like a lot of these wars are not even for national security reasons at all. And that's the thing too. It's like, and also my main thing too is like, I just see all these politicians, like Ted Cruz is on Tucker Carlson bragging about, I take money from AIPAC. AIPAC paid me to do this. It's like, why are we going to have these people in office when they're going on openly bragging about taking money from AIPAC and taking bribes from AIPAC, and that they're only doing this for AIPAC and not even for the American people? Like, why are we going to listen to these people, guys? This is why, I decided to do this movement, because I'm tired of listening to these people. I'm tired of people like Lindsey Graham and Ted Cruz running things. I'm tired of these people in the Senate. I'm tired of these people in the government. I'm tired of people like Trump not listening to the American people. I'm tired of all the false promises. Trump said he was going to release the Epstein files, right? But then once he got into power, he's like, the Epstein files don't exist, guys. I was wrong. The Epstein files don't exist. It's like, come on. You promised you released the Epstein files. You promised for mass deportations, and you're not delivering. That's the thing. Well, I'm tired of politicians talking but not delivering. And this is what the movement is about, is to get these people to actually deliver. It doesn't matter how many people try to shit on me, Dan, and other people. We need results. We need these politicians to deliver. And if y'all don't deliver, I will keep speaking out about how y'all not delivering until these politicians actually do deliver. If y'all want change, y'all need to deliver. Why are guys not working manual job? Example is a roofer, mixer. Because that's the thing. We try to get these jobs, right? And a lot of these other homeless people try to get these jobs. The problem is they want you to apply online. They want you to go through all these hurdles in order for you to go. And then when you go through these hurdles, they're like, oh, we can't hire you because, we don't want to hire you, or we're quote unquote full. They just make excuses. It's like the jobs are just harder to get because these jobs have more strict requirements that don't need to be there. And that's why it's like hard. That's why we're doing this protest, because jobs are getting harder to get. A lot of jobs are losing money. A lot of businesses are going out of business. Mainly the small businesses. It's the corporations taking over everything. Corporations are taking over everything. AI's taking over everything. AI's taking over the manual labor jobs and stuff like that. So it's like, that's why we're also protesting for this homeless thing. Because if you're going to have AI and all these other things take their jobs away from Americans, then why not have social welfare programs for these Americans to at least be able to survive? Like, why are we just going to have people suffer over something the government is doing? You know what I mean? And that's why we're doing this whole protest thing, That's why we're doing this. That's why we're doing this whole thing. That's why we've been, that's why we're out here in DC right now, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, let me see what Dan wants to do. If he wants to continue to stream on it, I will be here. I'm taking y'all with me, but I may have to mute for a second. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry I had to get me a drink and talk to Dan for a second. Dan is coming back out. But yeah, we're out in DC just chilling right now, downtown DC. We went to the National Mall, did our speech and stuff like that. And yeah, we're now just chilling and stuff like that. And I know, I'm muted for a second and some people left, but hopefully, people end up coming back and all that. But yeah, we just been out here chilling. Our speech kind of was successful. I know there's a lot of people like Christine and stuff like that wanting to help the movement and all that. And yeah, we've just been chilling. Now I'm just, laying in the warm sun, which sun's kind of going down, even though it's like 3 o'clock. Yeah, this movement's really important. I'm willing to die for this movement. I'm willing to, actually get, actual good criticisms in politics out. Because that's the thing. We're actually doing something really, really good. Something that a lot of people don't want to do. A lot of people don't want to come to DC. A lot of people don't want to, go out and rant and actually protest for what they believe in. And actually, march for what they actually believe in and stuff like that. So that's why we're out here, just chilling. Dan's making food right now. Once Dan's done making his food, he said he will return out here and continue to stream, wanted me to, hold down the fort, and that's what I've been, doing. And I know Diego's in chat and other people are here too. So yeah, just chilling. But no, I appreciate the support from everybody that supports our march, even the trolls that, disagree with us. Even that's the thing. The fact that foreigners are coming, people from the UK are coming in and be like, oh, why are you doing this march? It's like, for one, you're not even in America. So why do you care about American politics? How long do you think you'll be in DC? It really depends because right now we are checked in here till Sunday. So, by Sunday, if we can't find any work or anything up here, we'll probably leave DC. But if we find something to help our organization out and help our org continue here, we'll probably stay in DC within a year. We're just seeing how things play out and see how successful. The org is still coming. But I just want to see if we have more opportunity here or back home in Jacksonville, where I'm from. It just really depends on the opportunity and where, because I want to go where the org can benefit more. If the org benefits here in DC, then we go and we stay in DC. We continue the org and we continue our message. But if we can't find a place to stay in DC, then I might have to go back home for a little bit, create the org at home, and start setting up events in Florida, and then eventually come back up here. There's Dan the man.
How's it going?
It's going good.
Looks like the sun has left. What the fuck? Why isn't the sun out here anymore, man? Makes me
You wanna come sit over? You wanna come sit over here?
The sun was here, man. Anyway, axe throwing. That's actually pretty fun, by the way.
Sun's still sorta over here.
I'll just not really, but.
Well, I mean, I'm saying on top of, but yeah.
Hot and spicy.
Which Diego asked how long do you think we'll be in DC, and I told him
As long as God wants us to be.
Yep.
And that's not me being satirical. That's actually me being genuine this time.
By the way, James says what you're doing is fire. He told me to tell you. Tell him I appreciate that. That's another thing too. It's like a lot of people that I've had, differences with over the years support this movement, and I really do appreciate that, because that's how you know.
That's how you know they're real fucking people. They can get over past disagreements and understand that the future is the most important thing for all of us, man. That's the most important thing. We can work this shit out and bicker later, okay? But right now, we won't be able to bicker. We won't be able to do shit if we don't fix the problem right fucking now. That's what we want. That's what I want to do, man. Because life's good. Life's good when you're bickering with people over bullshit. But as soon as that goes away, you won't be able to bicker over bullshit. You'll be fucking starving on the fucking street while the top 1% sitting in their fucking ivory tower laughing at you, even though you're the one who paid for it. I don't want that. Don't like it either. Bullshit. Shouldn't be that way. Like I said, people, you can change things. It's not going to be at the federal level, no matter how many people might disagree with me. You're going to change it at the state and local level. Change starts with all of us. It's at the state and local level, where you are, where your representatives are from, not where they go to, i.e. the Capitol here. You want to get something done to raise awareness? Speak in the Capitol. But you want to change things like I want to do? Go to your state and local representatives and talk to them. Tell them what the fuck is up. Change starts with you, my friend. And I'm going to be inside because I'm freezing to death.
In fact, I may. Honestly.
Fucking it's cold.
You know what, guys? I'm going to call the stream off for a little bit because we've been live for almost 2 hours. But we will be back out later after, we eat. I'm going to eat and get something to eat and all that. After that, we will be live later on again. I'm gonna take a little break. I'll be in the Discord if y'all want to talk and chat for a little bit. I'll probably be in the Discord, just chilling out for a little bit. But I'm gonna call it here. Thank y'all for listening to the speech. Hopefully the speech was inspirational for everybody. Make sure you guys hit the like button, and we will be live later on tonight. Until then, March for America. God loves you. Christ is King. And I will see you guys in the next stream. God loves you. Peace.